Now we have both been playing MAG since it was released here in the UK, and after a few weeks we think we've got a pretty good handle on it. So how does it shape up? Here's our review.
Let's do this!
Okay, now the first thing that I've just got to get out of the way is that Modern Warfare 2 is shit and MAG is good. Let me just illustrate that a bit more. Modern Warfare 2. MAG. Well, that's a slight exaggeration, but I can honestly say that I truly believe that MAG is a superior game to Modern Warfare 2. However, that sliding aside, I must state that I don't actually feel that MAG is competing directly with games like Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield Bad Company 2. Just for the simple reason that MAG is an entirely different sort of animal. It is a massive action game, the only one of its kind on any console, and it pulls it off superbly.
Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock for the past few months, this is a quick summary of MAG. It's a multiplayer only game, it holds up to 256 players, and you choose one of 3 factions. And basically you run around the map, shooting each other's brains out. Sound like fun?
Oh yeah! The core of this game is massive multiplayer combat, so MAG is either going to live or die based on the foundation of its shooting mechanics. And I think they've nailed this pretty much perfectly. The game controls well, it's not too floaty, not too stiff, and the shooting feels solid and reliable. In all my time with the game, I have never once experienced in-game lag, never felt I've been cheaply killed, and never ever seen anybody teleport around the battlefield due to some sort of shitty connection. As a multiplayer game, MAG is rock solid.
In MAG, the play models and the animations, they're actually quite basic. When you consider the amount of players being rendered at any one time, it's actually quite impressive. But I think too many people forget this, and they even use it as an argument against MAG, which I actually find quite ridiculous. Now, even with that said, I think there's still a lot more detailed than Captain Blocko here, who can only muster enough Blocko power to have 16 ridiculously colourful characters in any one game.
Actually, just while we're on the subject, whose bright idea was it to paint all the Spartan super soldiers in Halo bright camp neon colours? I mean seriously, Halo fans tend to pap on forever about the awe and the wonder behind the Master Chief and how he's the last survivor of the Spartans. It's obvious why he was the last survivor. His green armour is the only thing that resembles camouflage. Come on people, camouflage! You're supposed to be soldiers, not novelty dildos for fuck's sake! Anyway, MAG isn't going to win any awards for visuals, but they certainly aren't going to make you vomit in disgust. All in all, the standard's pretty good and what you would expect from a game of this size and scale.
Now, the music in MAG is actually quite limited, and you only seem to hear it when you get a few headshots or you kill a few guys in a row, which is actually really distracting. And the music itself is like cyberpunk metal mixed with eastern twangs. Now, the sound effects like gunfire grenades, they could stand to be a little more meatier. There's so much going on around you, you still feel like you're in a war zone.
Now, one final criticism is that there isn't much difference between the factions, other than cosmetics and slight stat adjustments between the weapons. I mean, I personally would have preferred each faction to have specialised equipment and unique skill trees. For example, Raven, who are touted as the high-tech faction, should have more options regarding jamming and electronic warfare, whereas somebody like Sever, who are like the terrorist underdogs, should have maybe more explosive options.
Okay, MAG isn't a game for everyone. It's far from the casual run and gun gameplay that you'll find in Call of Duty, and it can seem quite overwhelming at first. It's definitely a better experience if you play in a clan or regularly play with the same people. Having said that, one of MAG's downsides is that it doesn't currently have any options for arranged competitive matches outside of the matchmaking system. This means that you'll never get a chance to establish any rivalries in the game, or be anything more than a nameless cog in the game's ongoing shadow war.
So, overall score is 7.5 out of 10. Now in its current out-of-the-box state, MAG is a great game, but its last ability is going to depend on good quality updates in order to build on what's there and keep the game fresh.
That is going to sting the competition